All right, welcome. This is Football Pitch Fans, and here with me by my right, I have
Splendor.
Splendor,
Yeah.
Name Sahab.
Sahab,
Shola.
Shola. All right, so today we are going to talk about, because you actually know that EPL is about to start in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
And we want to see how some of our club have, had the squad depth. We want to see the recent transfers. We want to see at some individual players and how the teams have been fortified going into the season. So I'm going to start with you. How far do you see Manchester United signing so far?
Well, so far, I feel like Man United there. Let's talk about the system.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
they are becoming to look like a serious team.
Okay.
From the management to the from the organization.
Okay, just a serious team. That's a look like a serious team.
Exactly. They
Okay.
are beginning to look like a serious team. And they've made a few signings which I commend, but I don't understand why they sold Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka sold, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay, because most times I think so Manchester United fans actually feel like he's not good going forward. And right now, the way the football is evolving, they actually need a both right winger and left winger, going forward, attacking the space and all. So they actually felt like maybe he's not really attacking so well, at the flank.
They prefer Mazraoui. Mazraoui is going to be a good signing, but
Okay.
why will you sell Wan-Bissaka when you haven't gotten Mazraoui yet?
Yeah, I actually feel like Wan-Bissaka is actually good defensively, to be honest,
Actually, I still think I'm not a Man U fan, but I still feel kind of bad for the Wan-Bissaka because I think he's still their best one-on-one defender.
Yeah.
I think they offered him a contract and he said he was not staying anymore. I think that was based on the all the noise. If you notice, Wan-Bissaka is not somebody that likes that attention.
Yeah,
Even on the.
So you're actually basically saying that maybe Manchester United as a football club is bigger than him.
Well, I wouldn't say that. He's proven himself. He's the best one-on-one defender in the Premier League these days. So I think you still need him. You need the defender that goes forward, but at least at some point you need a defender that actually defends.
A defender that will actually defend.
That was good going forward, but he's not that trustworthy at the back.
Yeah, because I just felt like most team right now is trying to emulate Pep and Arteta's tactics. That the right back and the left back actually comes in to attack. And defend together still, like mobility for the left winger. And because football actually evolved from how it has been, like right back, left back actually stays defensive minded and stuff. So right now, they actually need winger that goes forward and backward at the same time. No disputing, Wan-Bissaka is actually good one-on-one defensively. Against Arsenal, when I see him play, man, even against Crystal Palace, what he did to Zaha is still living, rent-free on my head.
He's very defensive. He has actually not improved on his attack for a while now.
Yeah.
And you'll expect a pro like him to have done.
He did
better.
improve towards the end of last season.
But like, what will you say the attack is when they are playing it behind like Anthony?
Well, first of all, the one thing.
But Man United haven't noticed. I don't know if I'm the only person, but they are sleeping on the fact that Anthony could make a really good left back. That guy defends so good. He defends so good.
Okay.
Imagine putting Anthony in left back position. He will go.
I guess that's left for the
full flank.
No, they've actually tried it. Like Ten Hag actually tried it end of the season, where he makes some substitution.
Right left back.
Okay, left back. But what I mean, just like generally defensively, it's not really good defensively to say. Do you know why? First of all, he has anger issues. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
He always get committed every time.
Yes.
Well,
Do you get? So you can't actually use him. And checking the kind of caliber player he was when he was at Ajax.
I heard there was a bid for him from Fenerbahce.
He said he didn't actually want to go.
United agreed Fenerbahce, but he said he's not going.
I even heard rumor about.
No good for anybody.
I even heard about Rashford being Manchester United wanted to sell him, but I heard that he didn't want to.
There is a good offer. They are willing to sell him. Yeah, there's a good offer. They are willing
to be honest, I have to say Rashford has actually not improved as a Manchester United player. By now, earlier in his career, the comparisons between him and Mbappe, and yet by now they're not even on the same.
Do you remember that planet That PSG Man United that
Yes,
the
no.
match was over and he went to touch Mbappe's head.
I saw that graphic online.
Yeah, we taking over Mbappe is like more important than Mbappe. And now look at they're not on the same stratosphere at all.
Well,
At all.
let's see what this season brings for Man United.
For me, I just felt like talking about Rashford as a player, he actually was a good, promising talent for Manchester United
sure.
100
as a whole. Yeah, before. But what I'm saying is, it's not just only Rashford.
How old is he now?
Looking at the structure. Looking at the structure of Manchester United, you're able to see that any player can be affected with how Manchester United is moving.
Yeah.
So you can't just, it's very harsh for you to just pick out Rashford, I would say. If Rashford goes to Arsenal, goes to Man City, you actually, turn out a better player than he is right now because there's some environment that
Personally,
helps
I
you to
feel
bring
like
out.
he needs to get serious with his
He
career.
needs that's the key point there. He
Tuchel
needs to
crashing
get
how many
serious.
months?
There's no
You crash your Rolls Royce. You carry my last chance. I can go crash and begin. Bro,
But don't you feel?
my God.
But don't you feel that Manchester United fan base is actually so wild? I would say, okay, let us say this way: the media in England is very, very wild.
Are
I
they
would
being
say
too harsh on him? I say they're being too harsh.
a little bit because they will actually bring you up. Of course, definitely, the media in
Rashford
England.
invited all the attention to himself. Every fucking match.
Okay,
You don't go compose AI message. You are not even the captain. Even Bruno know they talk that much for internet. Any small thing, bro, you're not a politician. You are a footballer. Play football. Do your talking in the pitch, not the internet.
But actually,
But he brought that attention
for
to himself.
the Man U fan like you, I have a question based on the football Manchester United played last season. If you guys, I know of course clubs always tend to improve every season, but if you guys play that same kind of football this season, do you see any progress? You guys making any progress at all?
Obviously, we're not
At
going
all.
to say play the same type of football this season.
Okay.
I think there will be a little bit of change in things. The way
If
things-
you notice, Ten Hag's first season is different from his second season.
what's the difference?
Last season he was blaming injuries.
No, what?
Let me speak
Okay.
now. When you're talking
okay. My bad.
So Ten Hag's first season, the pattern of football he played is different. It's totally different from what we played last season.
Okay.
It's totally different.
What's the difference?
So what's the difference now?
The first season he won. I think he won Carabao Cup, or was it the
Carabao Cup.
Yeah. And he played. Well, I think he left the Champions League. He played Champions League first.
No.
Okay, Europa League.
Yeah, Europa.
Okay, good. The attack was different. The passes, the dynamic of the playing, it was totally different.
Okay.
But this is the following season.
Which was last season?
That's what I'm saying. That was last season. Everything changed. Man U were not playing the same way they were playing the previous season. If you pay attention very well.
Okay. Did they change from good to better, or from good to worse?
It was bad. Last season was bad.
The
I'm
one
not
I
even going
noticed
to
is
lie.
his first season, the one
Everybody was playing well in the first season, if you pay attention.
was especially that was why Rashford
We had the highest clean sheet. The
Bruno
guy won-
long ball to Rashford.
The guy won
It really worked.
goalkeeper of the year.
Like me, I feel
kept
like
clean sheets.
sometimes.
It's a
No,
good
you know sometimes like wrong transfers can fluctuate.
Did you make any transfer?
And injuries
the
though.
whole Didier replacement with
Well, that
was
injury,
so sudden.
that injury, I won't say it's
It was so sudden then.
but
Yeah, but it was a factor.
It's a very big factor.
It's a factor.
But I didn't feel like we were going to
The-
play
the-
any better if we didn't have those injuries. But well,
The injuries, right? Last
Euro
season.
don't come now. Arsenal don't give an
Euro. Okay, let's talk about Euro right now, right? Euro signing that everybody is beckoning on. For me, I would say if you look at Euro physique, it doesn't actually look like a defender. He looks like an attacker, a winger. The likes of Mahrez, name them winger. All right. Now people are actually beginning him up. Me, I'm a good fan of good players actually. All right, good. I watched his first preseason match. I think that was Rangers, right? Man U against Rangers. His recovery was actually nice. Distribution good, everything nice. He played against Arsenal, and right now he's on clutches. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah. Now that Ten Hag, I watched Ten Hag's reaction after the match. He was saying that Euro didn't even do 50. He did only just 50% of the training. You understand? So how come the injury? He's asking the question because he didn't do 100% in the training. I felt like Arsenal match. Arsenal match is actually a big match.
Yeah.
The match was actually, let's say, 60% like the standard for EPL. I would say. So the whole intensity and all, get to him. He just played like a few minutes, right? So we don't actually see him and assess him very well. But right now, he's on clutches. So how do you see this going to affect Man U going into the season? When last season, Ten Hag actually bemoaned about how Manchester United was crippled with a series of injuries. And right now, the new star boy, Euro, is now on clutches. So what do you have to say?
I'm with you, my Yori. The thing is, I feel like if Martinez can stay fit,
okay,
well, and
the Pitbull,
well, Licha,
you know what is the butcher? Oh god,
this Arsenal fan, you know, like when the first season when we bought Martinez, this was like the same talks that started. It's not
the
stature, the physique is not in center.
But we can see that evidence against Liverpool, right? What happened? How his stature actually affected his game?
Liverpool.
Yes,
he didn't play one match against Liverpool.
That was his first match.
Martinez?
Yes, Martinez did play. Is it Man City?
What I'm saying is, it's not only once he played against Liverpool.
Sure.
He played against Man City like at least 3-4 times. And he didn't lose all the matches.
Yeah,
so you can't pick out one match and put the blame on him. But his physique is definitely like a factor.
For a defender, though.
For a defender, yeah.
But like,
watch Licha, man. You can't
look at his ability.
Just watch Licha.
Unless you just he's actually a good defender. The only it's not even a deficiency per se, it's just the height, you know. For a defender, expect a defender to be at least 6 feet.
And he still wins header.
But he still but he just got the area.
So like, I mean, I feel
that's why we got
the Euro
is taller.
Yeah, but lean a little bit.
So he's still 18, man. Sorry, you get there.
What about Maguire? You guys are not
Maguire actually. No. Before I talk about Maguire, I just want to say I hope you're aware that Evans actually renewed his contract to Man U.
Yes.
How old is he?
Evans is at least 35.
So I just want to ask a clinical question. Actually, no offenses, right? But when the manager is actually signing players, you see the likes he's bringing into the club. You actually know
Evans was great for Man United last
year. Yes, well, I'm talking about right now.
Apart
football is you actually look at age. You consider age when you're actually making signings.
I personally don't think he signed Evans because he's going to like consistently.
Okay, the experience, somebody that actually
experience, he will impact on the younger players, and you know this rule about having at least 5-6 English players.
Yeah,
that's why Man City is keeping Cassim, because what does he do for them?
That's
I feel like that's the reason.
Okay, all right. Moving forward, right now, I want to talk about Zexi, still on Manchester United Sega. The Zexi guy, he have actually not started any game, right?
Zexi, he's still enjoying his summer.
So I actually want to know why Manchester United went to sign him when actually they have Højlund that's actually having good potentials.
I feel like Zexi and Højlund have like similar characteristics.
Okay.
The difference is Zexi is really, really good with the ball.
Okay.
Apart from scoring goal, he's a poacher. He's better with the ball. So I feel like maybe Zexi fits better with his pattern. Maybe he needs Zexi in some matches and maybe Højlund in other matches.
Just like backup.
You see how Højlund he did really great in Champions League matches. But Premier League he was struggling a bit, even if he did not do.
He likes to always be up in defenders' faces.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually like his kind of ball, like Højlund. I actually like his kind of ball. Actually, is a hustler, I would say.
Yeah.
And his left foot.
There was a time Man United had at least 3-4 defenders during the Ferguson era. We had York and Nisho, all those players.
Yeah.
We had 3 attackers, strikers forward. So I don't feel like it's going to be a problem.
Because even now, the Højlund is actually injured. Still against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Man U got injured preseason last week, still against Arsenal. Arsenal has a problem with Man United. We are going to figure it out.
Let the season begin.
But I'm looking forward to like the greater possibilities of this season.
Okay.
And it's not just because of the new signings, or I think like a manager gets to learn from his previous mistakes and know where players are lacking.
Okay.
So during the time to train, they know how to combat and train those players that are lacking at different angles.
Okay.
So like I just feel like this season is giving like
Talking about strikers and Man United.
new.
Okay. So look.
One minute. Talking about strikers and Man United, we actually took a striker from Arsenal lately. A young talented striker. He's got 10 goals against Liverpool.
The Nigerian boy.
Yeah, Chidobe. calm down. He
Okay.
scored 10 goals against Liverpool. We already love him. Even if he doesn't ever play for Man United.
Okay.
He scored 10 goals against Liverpool.
Okay.
Arch rivals.
That,
Okay.
Exactly.
Normally, Arsenal
I
have.
took him from Arsenal. That's the joy. That's the only joy.
Yeah.
But do you even think you are going to?
Arsenal.
Do you think you are going to see that boy this season?
This season, probably.
You're not going to see. You're not going to see this boy this season.
Chill. Calm down.
Okay.
Okay. Hojland is injured here.
Yes.
We have Zexi.
Zeski is warming up.
And Ten Hag, I think he's part of the deal.
Okay.
He's going to at least appear with the senior team.
The boy.
Yes, it's
Okay.
part of his deal. And you know how Ten Hag like youth players. He likes youth players. So I feel like he might appear 1 or 3 matches.
Okay.
Who knows?
So you actually stole that from Arsenal, and you
That's a good steal.
you know actually I'm hearing rumors even till now
That
about both Zeski and the boy Manchester United actually stole from Arsenal. First of all, they are trying to connect the dots to Ruben van Persie. You know, first of all, he's a Dutch striker, and Zeski actually says he's a Dutch striker. So they actually have this narrative that anytime Manchester United is having actually a Dutch player in their team, something very promising like clinching the EPL is actually on the way. What do you say about that?
true. Talking about Van Persie, Van Persie, Van Nistelrooy. It's true. I didn't think about it. Well, we are winning everything this season.
Okay.
I have a question here.
You heard it here first.
I have a question here.
All right.
What do you think holds for Man U at the wings? Like, aside Rashford, because you know Rashford is not so consistent.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Anthony is very useless.
Okay.
Let's put down aside.
Garnacho is your.
So now we are just looking forward to Garnacho, Amad Diallo. Who else again?
Sancho.
Anthony.
Sancho.
Hey, Sancho.
See, you know Sancho.
Sancho is bad.
I don't think Sancho is going to play.
Yeah, they actually want to sell him because
I don't think he will stay
because-
I is it Juventus? They
Yeah,
were
Juventus.
working
But it's
out
just
the
the valuation.
Juventus for him.
Okay, so
But I don't think Sancho is going to stay.
well, you have actually resumed training with Manchester
Yeah, he played
United.
the 2 matches.
But all I'm looking forward to is our boy, our England youngster,
Who?
Mino.
Mino.
Yeah, I'm
But-
just looking for the delivery. Like,
You guys are hyped about him, yeah? You guys are hyped about him.
Okay. Before we go forward, I want you to tell me, how do you see Man U, structuring out next season? Like, what's the formation? Who are you going to start? Who do you want to see in the bench for Manchester United next season? And who do you think Man U can actually buy to strengthen the squad? And tell me the lineup. Who do you think is going to start for Man U, and who do you think is going to actually, start seeing the bench from next season?
We could get Mazraoui, at least we have a second right back. Then it's Dalot and Mazraoui.
Okay.
And the delete deal, I hope he pulls through.
Okay.
And we need a
That would be a
defensive
big name there.
We can't rely on Mino alone. I know Casemiro is old, man. Casemiro is not the same Casemiro
we all
like.
knew,
Yeah.
No, that's not the Champions League Casemiro.
Okay, so for in the middle, who do you want to see?
I don't know, but I've been hearing rumors of Bugatti and
No.
But I feel like-
they done deals already, right? Because
Okay,
actually,
but talking about done deals.
yes, done deals, and
Players
who you
available.
feel they can go to strengthen a particular position. But actually, right now, they done deals. The people you have on the list right now, who do you think is going to have Manchester United midfield going into the next season?
well, obviously, could be mine and my captain, Bruno Fernandes.
Okay,
The third player is who? The top player in the midfield, the second pivot is who I can't seem to pin out because Scott McTominay, I think he might leave because Man United are just waiting for a good deal for him. And I heard Fulham is
believe for
going to
him.
bring 30 million.
Oh, that's actually a good deal. That's a good
If
deal.
they can
That's
throw in
the
Eriksen too.
If
Ericsson is still there. Don't forget.
yeah, Iron Man.
So,
But the thing is, it will be hard to get a good deal on Eriksen now.
yeah, it's
Some of his age.
So I just think we'll also keep him for like the experience.
for the experience. We're having 2 experienced players
Yeah,
right now.
just impacting on the younger boys, grooming them, telling them what's up. But I think we also need to sign someone at the middle.
Someone at the middle. So
Yeah,
actually,
we
Man
need to-
U.
we need to get
Okay,
someone
in
at
the middle.
Then I don't know how far the deal with the Leeds, but I don't think it's working out so good.
Delete.
The Leeds have agreed to come to Man United.
I don't think, but I think they want to sell some players. So
Finally.
yeah.
But why does Ten Hag actually have this affair with Ajax players, ex-Ajax
because-
players?
Bro,
Does he want to turn mine to Ajax?
I don't know.
Just asking for a friend.
I don't know what the
He was once a coach there, so I guess his philosophy and everything still resides there.
Me, I feel like maybe it's their approach to us, but so it's like football.
The kind of style he wants to play. But you actually have to grow because as it is right now, Pep actually shows us that you can have the whole squad and you can still build up something without them.
I feel like this might be his last chance at Man United.
Yeah.
I feel like this might be his
It's not
last.
like
This is the only time he has.
But why would you say it's his only time whereas he have just stayed 2 seasons and those 2 seasons he have actually delivered 2 cups?
But we are still not happy.
Why are you not happy? Why are the fans not happy?
No, the thing is,
Let's be honest.
it goes way beyond just winning cups.
So what do you want if not profits?
Aside profits.
Excited about their consistent.
Aside
So
profits,
you
want to be consistent.
We all know.
Okay, so-
we all know Man
So
United.
that
Look at the one Man City had, like the back-to-back, the
okay,
cups
the
and
runs.
You see,
that was us, man.
when anyone in
one
the
time
Premier League
you-
is facing Man City, they already know what to expect. They know
Okay.
that this match we are not here to play. Like that's what we're looking forward to. Like the plays, like the performance, not
Okay.
just coming to play.
Wow,
Look at
Wow,
Man
me, I
sometimes.
So you feel like most times because right now there is actually something that is very clear that whenever Arsenal is meeting Manchester United, for example, you actually know that Arsenal has 70% chance of winning Manchester United. So you actually want that scenario to change, not about the trophies anymore. So you actually need a bragging rights.
Apart from Arsenal, I don't even have a problem with Arsenal.
No.
They are not.
They are not stressed about the
So
we don't stress about younger.
All right. Over to you right now. In your team right now, who do you feel that is needed in your team, and what's the lineup in your team? Like the people your club actually bought already.
Well, first of all, it's not a secret that everyone knows Arsenal we need a striker, and I don't know why the transfer window is fast approaching an end now, and we've not been able to secure it.
What about Osimhen? I heard rumors linking Osimhen before Osimhen was now linked to Chelsea.
Osimhen, that one rumor, and it's a rumor. Well, the Gyökeres guy from Sporting, I think there's something there.
They're asking
I
so
don't
much
know.
price.
Yeah, but I think
So
there's
much price,
negotiations there. Though.
you
So
have Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz is not really a striker. We need a proper number 9. And Kai Havertz is attacking midfielder.
Inverted striker.
Attacking midfielder, false 9 kind of.
Yeah, versatility player.
So that's
that
true.
player. But I'm hearing news from Mikel Arteta. He's actually saying that Gabriel Jesus, he actually recovered because during last season when he was injured, when he came back, he was not actually 100% fit.
Yeah.
But right now, he say you can see in his eyes that he has the hunger
Fired
to kill.
up. Yeah.
So right now, with that news emanating from the manager, I felt like Arsenal is definitely not going to go for a striker this opening season. We can see the likes maybe middle of the season if things are not actually turning well.
I know the funny thing is that last season, Man City just scored I think a couple of goals more than us. So actually, goal scoring was not a problem last season.
It was shared, right?
It was shared,
Yeah.
but you know, at some key moments in every match, is moments I just need to kill the game off.
Yeah,
you need
you
that
need
proper
coach,
number
yeah.
9. You need that striker who knows his function. Not Kai Havertz will be going around, falling deep, and Saka is not a striker. Martinez is not a striker. They are all wingers. Gabriel Jesus was really not fit for most of the season last season.
Yeah.
So you can see that we need a proper number 9. Now, for me, one striker I wish Arsenal could get, but I know it's going to cost us a lot, is actually Isak. Or
Alexander Isak.
Oli Watkins.
Yeah.
But I know it's going to cost us a fortune. So Arsenal, I know Premier League to Premier League is going to really be.
Okay, like if taking for the likes of Watkins, for example, I just felt like maybe because Arsenal they don't actually go for one season wonder players. They actually vet a player before they go for him. Now Watkins, we could actually see that probably that was last season. He actually performed well at the Euros and stuff. You can actually watch him and stuff. So I felt like you still have to give like Watkins like 2 more seasons or 1 season to see whether he can stay consistent at that level.
No, but one thing I was
Because that's what happened to Lukaku. He actually fired up in Everton and Chelsea bought him. Right now,
what
it's the
I
package.
say about Watkins is that last season he was not only scoring goals, he was creating. He had the most assists.
Yeah.
So
He was the best player last season.
Yes, I know.
don't
I think that's the kind of player that you're not only just there scoring goals. You link up the play.
Because
That's the reason why you initially bought Gabriel Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus
So I feel like Watkins. But I don't know. I'm not in manager's mind, so I don't know.
But we can talk to the manager. I can actually listen.
Yeah. So
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
So do you think if you figure out the signing of a striker, you guys would make progress from what's
yeah, I wholeheartedly, I
I know it's great. You know, for us now, it's not just all about winning trophies. It's about good play. But then they are playing good, but not winning trophies. So
not winning trophies where you have the likes of Man City, Pep.
But
when you can win all of your games, like assured.
See, Man City, they are just a beast of a team. You have to know that they are a beast of a team.
But I think it's going to
very
be different
difficult
this
to overturn
season.
them.
There's something I said. I actually posted it on the page. He was talking about for you to beat Man City. Okay, the goal and the focus of Arsenal next season is going in and winning 114 points. That means winning all matches. And if you even win all matches, it's even far beyond that. Definitely, you don't need to win all matches to actually clinch the EPL from Pep. If you can get one draw from Pep, you actually can clinch and win other games. You can actually clinch it. So you don't need 114 points.
You know,
Don't forget about Aston Villa.
As we are coming to that. We are
And
talking
they
about
actually made good signings though. Speaking about Aston Villa, they made some.
Okay, now looking at it this way, last season Arsenal actually collected a trophy from Pep, which was a Community Shield. Now most people will say, it's not a trophy, but it's a trophy.
No, it's a trophy.
It's a trophy. Carabao Cup too is a trophy because if you're looking at Carabao Cup,
It's a trophy.
the revenue generated from Carabao Cup is not even enough to pay Anthony.
From them.
It's not. It's enough to pay Anthony weekly salary. You understand? So it's actually a trophy. So Arsenal won a trophy last season, collected it from Pep. So this season right now, going forward in Arsenal squad with what we actually have in hand, let's forget about the striker or whatever. We actually have those ones we have on the list. So what is the pickup lines? What's your selection? You can actually see Arsenal going into the season like full squad.
Obviously, I know we bought a new defender. Like my guy here was calling him California, but I know we have a new defender.
You can call him Kali.
Obviously, it's still going to be, of course,
Princess Fiona.
Raya's deal has been made permanent, so he's going to be the starting.
Okay, yes, Raya. Okay.
Then we have Saliba and Gabriel at the centre backs. Then of course, and then now my key issue now is the left back. I don't know what Arteta is going to go with that left back. Because I don't trust Zinchenko. I don't trust Zinchenko as a left back because
But you have Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu is great.
He's so injury prone now. He's so injury prone. Zinchenko is no longer good defensively. He's good on the ball, but he's no longer good defensively.
I don't think Zinchenko was ever good defensively.
he was.
He has fallen off.
He played inverted, but he's more of a midfielder than a defender.
So the left back position is what I'm actually looking out for this new season to see who Arteta plays there. But for right back,
I think Califiori can play for
yeah, that's what I had. That's the reason why he brought
No, it's actually for my mind, and I felt like it's going to be Timber. Playing from there because we saw that in when we played Man City in the competition.
Timber played from that position.
Yes.
Of course, then Ben White at the right back.
Okay.
So then the midfield, of course, I said it from last season, but Partey is always injury prone. Arsenal's midfield is
Jorginho.
No, Partey, Odegaard. Partey and Odegaard, yeah, and then Havertz.
Okay, so it's Havertz, Odegaard and Partey.
Yes, Havertz, but Partey. Okay, sorry.
Why
I forgot about Declan Rice. Declan Rice is for because the midfield was it. No, the midfield I wanted. Was Declan Rice, Partey, and Odegaard in as the
Declan Rice, Partey, and
Declan Rice. But pivot. You know why?
Okay.
Now that formation I think we played it against Man City. The first leg that we won against Man City.
Declan Rice, Partey, and Odegaard.
Because it allows Odegaard the freedom to play his number 10 role, not even ever minding about cracking back. Declan Rice and Partey can usually hold the midfield so well. So Declan Rice can even have a freedom. You know he likes to make some forward runs once in a while.
I feel like Partey is better going forward than
No,
Declan Rice is actually better.
Let me tell you from what I've seen last season. Okay, if you play Declan Rice going forward, definitely it's going to affect his game.
Yeah.
Because you looking at it going box to box, it's actually a box to box player, but at free will, whenever he wants, it's not actually pointing to him that because the player that plays so well was Xhaka.
Yeah, Xhaka.
Now Declan Rice can't play the way Xhaka plays because Xhaka can actually make that box to box always.
Passes.
But if you are playing, I've watched matches where I've seen Partey sitting. All right, and Declan Rice advancing. Declan Rice actually suffered in those games. So I just felt like if you are playing Partey and Rice together, you are actually playing double standard 4, and it's going to affect our game. I won't lie, because definitely defensively we are having Saliba. Defensively we are strong already. So having two-minded defensive midfielder actually is going to impact the game.
Yeah, to be honest, but that formation, I feel in the big games against the Man Cities, against the Man U,
that you actually don't mind to get drawn.
Yeah, we need that midfield, solid midfield, because we're not always going to have the ball against this big team. So we need our midfield to be solid. We need to have people who are confident on the ball, and then of course Odegaard can always link up the midfield to the attack.
So that's why I prefer that. Did you guys use against Aston Villa?
Who?
Aston Villa, it was Jorginho,
Rice and Havertz
and Odegaard.
Okay, Odegaard.
Jorginho, Rice and Odegaard.
Yes.
That was
Then Havertz played top 9, right?
Havertz
played win that match.
Very poor match.
So in our wing, you actually have Saka, Martinelli.
Yeah, Saka, Martinelli.
Right. We're talking about
I hope Martinelli is fit though.
Talking about the Premier League contenders. I feel like we are not thinking about Aston Villa. That team is good.
I don't regard them as the Premier League.
No, if you have to actually name, okay, let's go this way, right? If you're actually looking at the season, how business is going, how clubs are actually, injecting their squad with players.
Too.
No, they are not.
I think they had to sell some players. They were.
They've sold some players. They sold
Douglas.
They had to sell players. I think they were affected by the end.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So okay, now going into the season, I think they got Onana, right?
Yeah, they got Onana.
Yeah, they got and that
Matthias. That boy is an engine.
Good sign.
Yeah,
that's an engine room. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
All right, so most of the squad right now are equipped. You have the likes of Chelsea doing business. I don't want to talk about Chelsea.
I really want to talk about Chelsea. We really have to talk about Chelsea. We have to talk about Chelsea.
Our homeboy Osimhen is actually heavily linked to Chelsea.
Well,
all right,
I think he's going to be alone.
Yes. And because do you know what they wanted to do? Chelsea actually, because if you look at the squad right now, a whole lot of players with big money have actually come into Chelsea. Yeah. So they actually don't want a liability. They actually want to test him to know whether he's actually worth the pay. Because in the contract, they actually have the right to buy him after
I personally don't even feel like Osimhen wants to stay in Chelsea permanently with the current situation.
Why?
Look at Chelsea, man.
They need someone to carry them actually. If you're looking at because let me tell you, last season.
Why do you think they signed Nkunku?
No, hold on. He was injured, right? But he was injured. Last season, Chelsea actually. Hold on. Wait. Last season, Chelsea created let's say second most chances in the league. All right. Yeah. Now you have the likes of Nicolas Jackson playing let's say 25 matches. All right, and the chances he wasted for Chelsea, I can't even lie, so much. Now if you're looking at them right now, they actually make those chances. They create those chances. Now you're looking at Osimhen coming into that squad to be poaching those goals. Yeah. You can't tell me that most goals that Jackson makes, that Osimhen can miss half of it. Osimhen will score. So it's actually a good deal. But
it's going to be a good deal for Chelsea.
But I don't know why they actually want that deal to be on loan.
Well, I think it's good for the both. I think it's good for both parties.
I think it's good for both
parties.
It's good for Osimhen.
Now the issue now is the salary, because definitely Napoli don't actually want to, because Napoli wanted to use Osimhen to make money, and that's why they gave him new contract and actually impacted on his contract. Yeah. All right, that was a clause, right? Yeah. Now the salary is huge. Now they don't want Chelsea to have him on loan and then being the one paying his salary. Yeah, so that's now the issue. But for me, I just feel like I'm praying for Chelsea to actually get Osimhen. Let's see the homeboy in England and see what he can do.
That's if PSG don't get him first, yeah.
They actually have a hint in that transfer, and that's why Chelsea is going right now, because has he been?
I feel like Osimhen would prefer Chelsea to PSG.
Yeah, definitely, because they actually want that fan base to to be watched.
And of course, which Nigerian player?
And he's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I saw the picture where he was actually wearing Chelsea. A big boy dream. Everyone wears Chelsea. Everyone wears Chelsea.
Just everyone. He grew up with Okada and all that. You know how.
Everyone wears Chelsea. Yeah. All right. So moving forward, I want to actually conclude right now. I want to talk about who is your first or who is your best top four? How do you see the table as it's about to start going to line up at the end of the season? Starting from you.
Why me all the time?
You.
Wow, if it's after right.
You have to represent left, please.
Well, top four.
Yes. So who is your first? Who is your fourth? Who is going to end fourth next season for your prediction?
Fourth. Well, I don't know why I feel like Liverpool are not going to make the top four.
Heavy.
I have a strong view that
I know signings.
You're not the only one thinking
they've had no signings.
It might be controversial, but I personally feel like Liverpool are not. There's no club anymore. This is a new coach, and they've not made any signings for this man, and he has to start understanding this.
Never walk alone.
He's working alone right now.
Let Liverpool not come for you.
Slot is most definitely working alone.
Slot,
right now.
they say slot. Everyone's going to slot their card next season. You slot your card in the machine.
They still have their goal scorer, Mohamed Salah. They have the likes of
Yes,
Darwin
you've seen
Núñez.
Mohamed Salah. Sorry, Mohamed Salah right now actually beats up already. He looks like
Yeah,
someone who's
he's a new
actually.
hairstyle.
Yeah, so it's actually beginning.
He's ready.
Okay, they are cooking actually.
Like
They are
Salah.
cooking.
Local Salah is different gravy. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz he did really good in Copa America. So he still has that. And Cody Gakpo did pretty well.
Yeah, he most scored all the goals like most times.
He's definitely top 5 from that Euros.
Yeah.
And well, I feel like, but still, the defense, man. Let's talk about the defense.
Liverpool.
Alexander-Arnold.
Okay.
I don't feel like he performed better. He performed as good as he did on that club.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
He's a club player.
Yeah.
Do you get? I don't know. And I heard he linked to Madrid.
No, it's not actually going. Let's not sleep on Liverpool. Let me tell you
I'm
why.
not sleeping on Liverpool, but I'm talking about my top 4 now.
If you watch their last match, their first match, preseason match, Slot is actually cooking. I won't lie.
I think they lost one match or 1-0.
No. I think they won the match, right?
No, they won.
They won. Yes, the last match they won it.
Not the last match.
It was the last one actually. I actually saw actually. The pattern Liverpool is actually playing, definitely it's not the full team, but his style of play, because you actually emphasize, you actually analyze so you actually analyze a coach with style of play. The style of play is actually good, I won't lie.
Apart from being a Man United fan, I feel like even Man United might not make the top 4.
Wow. Do you agree with it? So give us your top 4. Let's see. No, don't shout out of it. Okay, let's hear
top 4. Number 4.
Okay.
Between Aston Villa and Chelsea.
You can't go between, bro. You can't do this.
You have to be definitive.
Okay. Number 4, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, okay.
Number 3, I feel like, well,
why is it taking so time to think about this?
I'm not thinking about it. I'm just being clinical.
Okay, number 3, Newcastle.
Okay, number 4, Liverpool.
All right.
3, Aston Villa.
So Liverpool is back.
Arsenal and Man City. Man City is definitely my favorite. So Man City number 1. And Arsenal number 2.
Okay, so number 2. Okay, what about you, Shola?
I personally feel Man U would break. Like, I can give them the scale of 1 to 5.
Okay.
But I'm not sure of that 4.
No, we are talking about top 4.
If you want me to speak of sentiment, I'll obviously just say they are going to come out top 4, because it's like me hoping that my club is going to do better.
Okay.
It's like
yes,
signings and all.
Definitely.
But no, I know it's the hope that kills, but if Chelsea is not going to
Man United will be on one player for
sign a new striker, I don't think they're going to make
Definitely
top 4.
not make top 4.
Okay.
That is certain. I don't think they're going to make top 4.
I'm not thinking about
Liverpool too.
Okay.
So I'm just saying Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Aston Villa.
What? Come again. What do you say?
Man City, Arsenal.
Okay, you started from top.
Yes.
Yeah,
Man City, Arsenal,
Man
United,
Aston Villa.
Okay, that's actually fair enough. What about you?
Okay, so I also start from the top.
Yes.
And there's no need to even deliberate much. Arsenal will win the league this season.
Oh,
Arsenal.
Oh,
You guys laugh all the way to the end of the season. No, we're not laughing. We're applauding you. At the end of the season.
okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So Arsenal first, champions, title winners. Then Man City, they will try their best, but they'll finish second. Then I actually see Aston Villa stepping up and finishing third.
That's it. But did you consider the fact that Aston Villa is actually playing Champions League this season? And most teams like that, when you start playing Champions League, it actually affects you and momentum, you know?
But I also feel like they've actually signed some players. And let's not forget, last season they had 2 key players that didn't even play last season. Emiliano Buendia and also Zaniolo. Zaniolo featured for Spa. Tyrone Mings was their biggest defender last season, and he was out. So I feel like it almost feel like new signings for them.
Okay, so them 3.
And they have Pau Torres.
Them 3.
Diogo Costa.
Now I'm sure of the first 2 Arsenal, but because the fourth team is Liverpool. I think Liverpool still make top 4. So now between Aston Villa and Liverpool, that's my 3 and 4. But I don't know how they will end up. But that's my 3 and 4. Aston Villa, Liverpool.
Nice.
I think Man U will fall short. No offense to Man U fans, but I'm not.
No offense taken. We actually don't.
I know. It's not because of the squad here for Man U, but I just feel like
that's it.
From what I've seen of Ten Hag last season, he has to change the style of play for me to be impressed.
Okay, but there's something actually most Man U fans actually basking from. They are basking from the euphoria of the win against Manchester City and clinch the FA Cup.
There's a one-off game.
That's what I'm saying. It's actually a man of game, but most Manchester United fans actually believe that
was the final
for them.
Man.
Okay.
That was the final.
Okay.
That was a tactical match.
Yes, I agree. Because tactical match.
We showed our workings.
But the Premier League is 38
Give Ten Hag his flowers.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you actually beckoning for his sack after the season.
I'm not beckoning for his sack. I'm just saying he has this season. This season.
You can't
really impress us. No,
why is it even impressing before now? You said it.
No, he has not been.
I said give him his flowers for the final. Not was in my mouth. Ten Hag is a good coach, but he needs to do way better than he's done.
Okay. He needs to do more better than he has done.
We have like 2 head coaches from different teams starting as his assistant. So he doesn't have an excuse. So if he gets sacked, any one of those 2 people can step up.
Oh wow! So
I feel like that's part of the plan. So,
but don't you think it's actually somehow momentum affecting when you see the likes of the board, trying to negotiate with another coach? Then later on went back to him. Don't you feel somehow as a human being actually, how you feel that your job is at stake?
But he still has his job though, at the end of the day.
Okay.
He has to do his job.
Yeah.
So
I think they are trying to see how well they can work on that.
But the way the structure of Man U is, do you think Ten Hag is actually functioning freely?
I felt like they give him a free hand.
I think he has a level of freedom that he's comfortable with.
For example, look at the situation. He came. He said he wasn't going to play Cristiano Ronaldo. Who did? The GOAT was on the bench, man. And you think he doesn't have freedom? He had freedom. And
he had issue with Sancho. And don't you feel that
they gave him the freedom to even sell the gear?
He had the freedom to become a manager. He's a coach, but I don't feel like he's a good manager. He can't manage players.
Because I actually fell off the players easily.
I felt
my language. I was going to say, sorry for my fuck with big players. Listen, look at the likes of Casemiro, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. These are big names. You understand? David De Gea. And most of these players are like high-earning players. And he did, at some point he didn't want something to do with them. I feel like the salary stuff is part of the reason he's trying to get rid of those high-profile players.
Well, that shouldn't be his concern as a manager,
business.
Well, it shouldn't be.
I personally feel like
you just want to ride on other players.
There's a level a player gets to, and they start to dictate some, they show some characters that are not just acceptable to some coaches. So I think that's what Ten Hag is
like what Jose Mourinho said. Mourinho said Ten Hag is it's not a big team, a big coach. He's good with
his man management.
his Ajax. Went to the finals and the semi-finals, Champions League. That Ajax, those boys all of them, they were teenagers. They were young boys.
All of them had personalities of their own. So
exactly. He was able to manage them. But these players, they have their personalities. They have their brand. They have. He can't just manage them. But I feel like it's going to be better for him this season.
All right, so it's actually good having you all, and you're going to see from next season. I think season is actually starting next 2 weeks from now.
Next 2 weeks.
We'll talk about it. So we're actually having EPS starting off second week from now, right? 2 weeks from now. So there's actually a fantasy group. EPF Fantasy is back. EPF Fantasy is back. And then we are actually going to be reviewing some of the players when EPL starts. On this podcast, on this football talk show, we're actually going to be giving out some free tips too. And we're going to be giving out fantasy player tips too. And a whole lot of things are actually going to happen. So you try to subscribe and stick around this page. And For anybody who's actually aspiring to be a APL manager and you're actually looking for a group to actually join to compete every week for the best manager with the highest points, you can actually comment on the comment section, or you can actually send a DM so that we can actually add you to the group where we actually play football fantasy for APL every week. And the highest manager actually goes home with a win every week. And that's it all for today. And thank you all for having you